Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to show you this today. It's a little bit different for me. So if you haven't seen it already on Instagram, I was recently contacted by Amanda, the design team coordinator for Heffy Doodle, and she asked if I would like to be a guest designer on their blog. So I'll make sure the link to my blog post is down in the description below so that you can have a look. But as always, I also took video footage of the way I made this card. So today I'm going to be showing you a very quick video on how this piece came together. So obviously the main feature of this card is its background. So what I've got here is some white cardstock that I have cut with the whimsically wonky rectangle dies. And on top of that, I'm using this stencil. This one is called Love is Everywhere, and I was just instantly drawn to this one. I love hearts, I love Valentine's Day, so I thought this was just a perfect addition to my stencil collection. And what I'm doing here is just using a bunch of Distress Oxide inks with these tiny little dabbers. I'm starting off with my bright red in the center and I'm working my way out through the colors, going back and forth just a little bit to blend them all together. I really wanted the full rainbow on this card, so while I didn't have any room to do some purple, I'm going to use some of my Distress Oxide ink on my mat, water it down a little, and sprinkle that background with the purple. I'm then also going to use my watercolor pigments. Today I'm using white gold. I'm going to wet that down a little bit so that it's nice and thick, and then I'm going to sprinkle that over the top as well. So one of the stamp sets that I was really drawn to was this big bold words. I love how versatile these are. Things like the hello you can be used for so many different reasons. It's always good to have a nice big happy birthday, and the hooray can be used for any celebration. So I thought this was a wise choice to add to my Heffy Doodle collection. Here I am just putting some anti-static powder all over some black cardstock, and I'm going to be stamping hello you. I really wanted this sentiment to be nice and bold on my already very bright and bold rainbow background. So I thought embossing with white powder on a black background would make it stand out nicely. And here I am melting all of that embossing powder. Once this has had a moment to cool down and dry, I then go over it with a microfiber cloth to remove all of that excess anti-static powder. I was clearing out my craft stash and I found this old Stickles paste, and it is a little bit old. It is really sticking together, and I thought it has to be used, and I thought why not add a whole other level of sparkle to this card. So using that stencil again, I lined it up on my hearts, and I'm going to spread a layer of this paste over the top. At first I thought maybe I've gone a little overboard, maybe it doesn't need it, but as soon as I lifted that stencil, I was just so happy with how it looked. After that stencil paste had had a while to dry, I then added some foam squares to the backs of my words hello and you. And I just felt this sentiment needed an exclamation point, so I used that from the same stamp set. From the Happy B-Day stamp, all I did was stamp out the exclamation mark, cut it out and added it to the sentiment. I've got some double-sided tape on the back of this card front, and then I'm simply going to adhere it to a card base. And there we have it. This beautiful sparkly card is complete. I really hope you like it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And head over to the Heffy Doodle blog to see my first ever guest designer post. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.